Well, I would have gotten drunk the last one. There was a couple bad shots in there. Really, really bad ones. He had a few, and then Andrew scored on himself. He was 2 points, yeah. All right. What did they say? We went to Indo. Yeah. 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 You won another way though. Are we ready? All right. Gage, do you want me to do an intro? Okay. All right, we're getting ready to start here. Today, in this match, this is match number 3. We have the man behind the curtain, Gage himself, and the walking fossil, Scott Fort, going up against each other. Here in the booth, we have 3 out of 4 votes for Scott winning. We'll see how that turns out. If that goes the way we all think it's going to. Noah won the last one. He is moving on. Andrew's been eliminated. He's joining Riker in the losers pool. Hopefully this is a good game. We'll see who gets kickoff. Looks like Gage starts with kickoff. Scott hits a wall there, not quite sure what his plan was. Gage is taking the ball the wrong way. Hits it towards the goal, has an open shot here. Misses completely. Scott bumps it out of the way. Misses that. Gage comes in, taps it. Comes around, misses completely once again. Scott hitting it down. Gage smacks it out of his hands. Ball's coming down, has an open shot. Oh, and Gage stops it before Scott can hit it. Gage is kicking it back down the field. Coming around. Scott completely misses that block, and Gage gets the first score. That was a rough first start. Hopefully that's not this entire game. Going into the second kickoff, we'll see who gets the upper hand here. Gage gets it once again straight into the goal. That, you know, we don't have any words up here. Interesting tactic by Scott there. It's like he wants to lose. Gage once again gets kickoff. Scott's waiting for it to hit. Scott hits it away from Gage. He's carrying it down the field. Gage comes in, hits Scott, takes the ball. Backing up. The ball's loose right now. Scott hits the ball again. It's in the air. Gage goes to hit it. Completely misses. They're fighting each other for it. Scott hits it away a little bit. Gage tries to hit it towards the goal. Does not get there. Getting it lined up once again. Scott tries to hit it away. Scott's hitting it towards Gage's side. Gage comes in, takes it away from him. Both missed the ball there. Gage hits it, completely misses that goal there. Scott takes it a little bit, gets it moving. He's taking it down the field. Gage comes in, barely taps it. Scott's taking it back towards his own goal. It's really setting it up for Gage here. Gage is nowhere to be seen. And there we go. Gage with another goal, making it 3-0. We got 2 minutes, 42 seconds left on the game has been paused. Nobody is going anywhere, it seems. Scott hits it, Gage hits it right back. And it rolls right in. As much as I hate to say it, folks, it seems like this first round might be solidified for Gage's victory. Coming in, Gage gets kickoff. Scott bounces it up a little bit. Scott is rolling it towards his own goal, sets it up for Gage. Gage gets it in, scores 8-1, 58 seconds left. Gage once again right off the bat. Last night's game between Soren and Riker was more eventful than this, it seems. Gage gets kickoff. Scott hits it right back. Scott had a chance there, completely misses. Gage is taking it back down the field. Looks like he's going to get score number 10. Scott had a chance, couldn't get there. Gage gets kickoff. Scott's waiting at the goal, hits it away. Gage is hitting it back towards his side of the field. Bringing it back a little bit. Spinning around. Scott tries to hit it. They're doing donuts around the ball, it seems. Gage hits it. Scott tries to get there. Misses. Gage has another chance. Gets it in that bottom left corner. Scores now 11-1. 15 seconds left. Gage hits it. Scott hits it up in the air. It's up there for a while. Gage taps it down. Scott tries to get there, misses. Gage misses once again. Could have gotten another goal there. For you here. Seems like Scott is following the example of the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Noah. 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 Here we go. We got kickoff here. Scott gets advantage in kickoff there. Seems like they're making out with each other there in the field. Ball's loose. Scott's coming in. Gage right next to him. Gage almost gets it in for his first goal of the round. Scott is not quite sure what he's doing, it seems. Gage has another chance. Scott misses. Scott is coming up and around. Gage misses again, it seems. Scott kicking it down the field. Gage taps it a little bit. This is a rough game, folks. Scott misses that. Gage coming in, hits it. Scott is trying to get it set up for himself. He's kicking it down the field a little bit. Gage is getting it kicked back. tries to hit it, misses. Scott finally lands a hit on the ball. Misses that one. Scott has a chance here. Just a little bit more to the left and that would have been in. They both hit it together, launch it in the air. Scott misses, Gage hits it down the field. Gage is trying to line it up for himself, is too far behind it to do anything. Scott misses that block there. Gage is setting it back up for himself again. Scott could have gotten there. Demolished Gage, but it wasn't enough. We got next kickoff. Gage takes it away. Scott hits it a little bit. Gage has time to get in there, misses. Scott has a chance to take it towards Gage's goal. Gage is coming around trying to get lined up. Looks like he is. Gage's second goal of the game, scores 0-2. 2.5 minutes left on the time. Coming up with our third kickoff of this round. Completely misses there. Scott had a chance. Scott has another chance. They're kind of going around each other here. Gage is kicking it down towards Scott's side. Looks like he's going to get another one. Scott hits it in for Gage. You were muted. He's listening to Discord. It's 'cause Scott has a chance here if he gets up there quick. Completely misses that. Gage is going to have a free shot down the edge. Looks like it's a little too far to the right. Scott's kicking it around. Gage hits it a little bit. Once again, a little bit too far to the right for it to go in there. Scott looked like he was going to try and bring it around. Gage came in, kicked it away, and into the goal. Fifth kickoff of the round. Gage almost had more favor than he got. Scott hit it a little bit. Gage, it's lined up pretty good, it looks like. Gage has a chance here. Would have gotten in if Gage just tapped it a little bit. Gage is lining himself up for another shot. Scott kind of pops it up for him. Gage hits it to the left. To the right. Not sure where he's trying to go. Gage is hitting it back to his own side. Looks like at this point he's just trying to run down the clock. Open goal there. Scott tried chasing him down. Left himself open. Score is 0-5. Gage in the lead. See, Gage gets kickoff again. Scott hits it back. Gage coming back around. Scott tries to hit it away from him, misses. Gage misses. Gage comes back, hits it. Has a chance here. Hits it right in. got 30 seconds left on the clock. Scott's at 0, Gage is at 6. It's not looking too good. They both missed that. They thought the other was going to go for it, seems. Missing again. Gage finally gets it, going towards his own side though. Scott tries to jump in there, misses. Scott has a chance here. Scott can get one. Hits it too hard there. 10 seconds. Gage is going for one last goal. A little bit too far to the left. The ball is in the air. Gage wins 2-0. He is moving on.
All of that practice, Gage, and you're still with